Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to remind you that stadium is a smoke-free, vape-free, tobacco-free, weapon-free zone. This policy applies to not only Rabbit Stadium, but all school property. Please help us have an enjoyable experience by adhering to these policies. Thank you. We have a Mr. Hill that needs to move your pathfinder. Mr. Hill, driving a pathfinder, is blocking the ambulance entrance. These officers have asked that you move it immediately or it will be towed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Homecoming 2025. This time we will introduce our 20 nominees, starting with Pregame Allen. Pregame is the 17-year-old daughter of Larry and Tressa Allen. The grandparents are the late Larry Lee Allen, the late Doris Allen, Vanessa Martin, and Kevin Martin. Escorting Peggy tonight is her father, Larry Allen. Peggy attends church at First Baptist Church in Atlanta. She is part of the Atlanta varsity cheer team, where she is a 3-time All-American nominee and a 1-time All-American cheerleader. She has traveled with the Atlanta cheer team to UIL Spirit competition the past 2 years, earning 2 top 10 spots in the state. Peyton is also a part of the Atlanta Lady Rams varsity volleyball team and made it to the playoffs last year and were ranked number 3 in the district. Peyton is also a member of the National Honor Society. Her hobbies include playing volleyball, getting on Coach Dale's nerves. She enjoys bus rides with the cheer team and cheering on those Atlanta Rats. She enjoys Taco Bell runs with Prima de la Meow Meow and chilling in Gabby's room for hours. She enjoys spending time with her family, riding 4-wheelers with her dad, and having long talks with her mom. She loves taking drives to Texas County with her sister and Ariel, FaceTime calls with her best friend Alasia, and riding the Kingsley everywhere. She also enjoys sleeping and doing her nails. Peyton plans to attend Prairie View A&M University and major in education to become a teacher. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Katie Allen. Next nominee, Riley and Hunter. Proud daughter of Vernon Peacock and father of George Hale and his wife Jessica. She is a 17-year-old senior and 3rd generation Atlanta resident. Her grandparents are Gary and Shannon Peacock, Elsie Gerald, Sonia Crosby, and Jose Hale. Her great-grandparents are Kathy and the late Neil Peacock, Kathy and Mael Cross, Rhonda and Ronnie Water. She is escorted tonight by her father. Most people call her Bree. She attends New Hope Baptist Church in Leesburg, Texas. She is currently enrolled in college specialty classes while completing her high school studies. Ray played softball in high school, which has been her passion. She grew up playing recreational softball and attending travel tournaments. She was once honorable mention by the softball league and was chosen to play on the All-American team. She has also assisted in Special Olympics at her school supporting and cheering on amazing participants. When she can find time outside of her studies, she enjoys spending time with her family, her best friends, Alasia, Jada, and Lexi, teaching her little secrets to play the fly. Most of her time is spent with her now 1-year-old working group named Beasley, and trying to convince him he's not a great dad. Brady hopes to attend Texas A&M University, where she plans to receive her master's counseling, or psychology. Gameday. One of the greatest strengths of her passion is caring for others and offering support for friends. She's always hoping to help people through their life challenges and bring a little joy to their life. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Brady and Hunter. Now presenting Ms. Kaden Gameday, 17-year-old daughter of Natasha Lockett and Kendrick Garner. The grandparents are Priscilla Edwards and Lamar Lockett Sr. Escorting Kaden tonight is her dad, Kendrick Garner. Kaden attends St. Paul's CME Church of Atlanta. Currently takes classes for ADP and PCT, hoping to receive both certificates at the end of the year. Although she stopped doing sports when she came to high school, she does enjoy braiding hair as a form of therapy. Her future plans are to finish high school, go to college, and be an OB/GYN. She wishes to get a bachelor's degree, medical degree, and doctorate degree, majoring in biochemistry, and pursuing a career in the medical field. Also look forward to making a positive impact in the lives of others around her to the ultimate place. Ladies and gentlemen, Kaden Gameday, Vernon. Next we have Adelaide Houston. Adelaide is the 17-year-old daughter of Lanny and Brooke Houston. Her grandparents are Mark and Julia May and Mike and Diane Houston. Addie is being escorted by her father, Lanny, and her brother and wife. She attends church with her family in Texarkana at Christ Community Church. Adelaide participates in cross country and is proud to be a part of a 2-year state qualifying team and a second place regional team. She is also a varsity cheerleader and a 3-year All-American cheerleader. Her hobbies include slow runs with the cross country girls, Texarkana and Sonic runs with her friends, going to cattle with her family, hunting with her dad, and going to Waco to see her sister Olivia whenever she gets the chance. After graduation, she plans to attend college to earn a bachelor's degree in nutrition and later attend dental hygiene school to become a dental hygienist. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Adelaide Houston. And last but not least, Ms. Emma Jo McCall. Emma Jo is 17-year-old daughter of Lee and Eric McCall. Her grandparents are William and Dickie McCall, Wayne Weathersby, Karen Thompson, and the late Keith Thompson. Escorting Emma Jo tonight is her dad, Eric McCall. Emma Jo and her family attend Christ Community Church in Texarkana. Emma Jo plays golf and is proud to be a part of the team that qualified for state last year and has won district the last 3 years. She is also a varsity cheerleader and a 2-year All-American cheerleader. Emma Jo's hobbies include golfing on the weekend, embroidery, coffee rounds, getting sushi with Abby and Lucy, watching movies, playing the piano, reading, late night dinners with the family, and last-minute runs to the store for ice cream with her sister. After graduation, Emma Jo plans to attend Dallas Baptist University and complete her degree in breathing medicine. She then plans to attend medical school. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Emma Jo McCall. And now, we'll get this envelope all one seat. And Marshawn Woodbury, the 2025 homecoming queen, and Kenny, excuse me, and the 2025 homecoming queen is Miss Brady Bahano. Congratulations. The 2025 homecoming king and queen. We would like to welcome you to tonight's game between the Atlanta Rabbits
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Here, we provide quality materials for your dream home, and Atlanta ISD provides quality educational opportunities to help students pursue their dream futures. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a continued supporter of Rabbit TV.
Undetected vision issues can lead to difficulties in school, hinder social interactions, and even affect their self-esteem. The good news is that there's a simple solution: regular eye checkups for your child. If a vision issue is identified, corrective measures like glasses or contact lenses can make a world of difference.
The Eye Guys are a proud support.
Cobblestone.
Open for 14 years, but now in a new location, where you can find fashionable ladies' clothes, beautiful jewelry to complete any outfit, and an all-new bridal registry available, with much more to choose from. Stopping by with little ones? Check out our selection of unique children's gifts. Cobblestone, serving the Atlanta area with pride as we offer a great shopping experience.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching Rabbit TV featuring the Atlanta Rabbits versus Mount Vernon. We're your hosts, Landry Blythe, joined by Braden Tolbert as soon as he gets his headset on.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Say your name.
My name is Braden Tolbert.
And once again, welcome. This is going to be the Atlanta Rabbits versus the Mount Vernon Tigers. Atlanta standing at a pretty high 3-1 record. I have a bunch of stats down, but somehow Mount Vernon's record I forgot to get. So let me look up Max Preps real fast.
I believe it to be 2-1.
2-1?
Or 3-1.
2-1 or 3-1. The Rabbits are 3-1. I don't know what Mount Vernon. I believe they're going to be. They are 2-1. So again, the Rabbits 3-1 record, pretty strong way to start the season off, and Mount Vernon sitting at a 2-1 record. So yeah, we're getting pretty close to kickoff here. We got about 8 minutes and 30 seconds until the coin toss. Your Rabbits are warming up.
I believe we're getting close to the national game.
This time we will have the gift exchange between the
We're going to have the gift exchange as well, so we're getting things ready to go, and really soon we're going to have some football being played. So,
representing Mount Vernon.
And yeah, while this gift exchange is going on, I would just want to talk to you about the Week 4 analysis going on, just from stats from last week's games and some data coming in from going into this game. So again, first off, I'd like to announce our spotlight players from last week, Week 3, when we went up against New Boston. First up, we're going to do the offensive side. So first off, we got number 1, Jaden Riley, with went more as a running back against New Boston rather than his usual spot at wide receiver 1. So
he really excelled coming into that
he
way.
had 18 carries for 218 all-purpose yards with 2 touchdowns. Second, we got Marshawn Woodbury, number 6. He was at the running back. He had 7 carries for 78 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Again, really excelled out of his position.
Yeah. And then C.J. Whaley, number 3, he had 6 touches and 6 catches for 68 yards and 1 reception touchdown. And C.J. Whaley is just going to do what C.J. Whaley does, 4-star recruit. dozen D1 offers.
It's really interesting to see the way the coaches are utilizing him in different ways too.
Yeah, used him a lot more as a wideout. His position, I think, is listed at tight end. So he's always in a wideout. He's not really your typical tight end that blocks and like runs the flats and stuff. They have him at a wideout. They have him as a deep ball guy, and so he's really versatile. Used at receiver, but he's also listed at tight end as well. So, and last but not least, we have the freshman quarterback Braden Thompson, number 16, 15 for 22 passing, 143 yards and 1 passing touchdown. So that pretty much rounds out the offensive side of things against New Boston. We're going to go ahead and go on to the defensive side of things. First up, we have number 10, TJ Rainey, and arguably the star on the defensive side against New Boston with 1 interception, and that was on the opening drive of the game. So next up, we got Keegan with 9 at 1 forced fumble. And we're back. We had to go on mute just a little bit to hear our school song. And rounding out your honorable mentions, we have Eli Mitchell, number 8, Caden Linwood, number 0, and Kason Bird, number 4, who are just players who have had a big impact against that game against New Boston in our 33-7 win.
They did really excel on the field last week against that New Boston team.
Yeah. And not to take New Boston for granted, New Boston had a very good squad. It's just that Atlanta had a better day, obviously, and they came out with the win. And adding on to that, your scores from week 3, Atlanta came off with a win 33-7 against New Boston, and Mount Vernon, week 3, came out with a loss 41-33 at home against Pottsboro. And so that was pretty much your stats/statistics for week 3. And your Rabbits getting ready to run out of the tunnel. Here comes the youngins. I believe this is the first grade class. This is the class of 36.
Man, makes me feel old.
Yeah, it makes me feel really old. Class of 28 and class of 27. Wow. And here come your Rabbits, ladies and gentlemen, along with your Mount Vernon Tigers. 3 minutes till kickoff here, and we're getting ready to play some Atlanta Rabbit football here. Game day in the A. Just now about to get ready for the coin toss. I believe we'll do our national anthem here shortly.
The referee is Tracy Kincaid. The umpire, Larry Warren. Head line judge, Jeff Alton. Line judge, Kendrick Beaton.
While the Rabbits are praying it up here, I'd like to talk about Mount Vernon's defense here. So we got some stats from our fellow coaches here. So Mount Vernon's defensive package, Mount Vernon's defense is they're on the same defenses as Atlanta has came up against, except not too different. Mount Vernon has something what they call a 10-1. So they have your regular 3-4 base, which is the same kind of defensive base that the Rabbits have went up against in so far in the first 3 games that they played, except Mount Vernon likes to run a lot of cover 2 man. They like to run with a lot of good 2-high safety look. And they like to do cover 2 man coverage where your defensive backs are pressed and your safeties are off the ball, just playing in cover 2. And with that, our national anthem is going to be played here in just a moment.
Will help us celebrate America with the playing of our national anthem.
And great national anthem played by your big bad band from Rabbit Land. Shout out to them. And we're going to get ready for this coin toss here. Your captains for tonight is going to be number 12, Liam McKinney, number 6, Marshawn Woodbury, and number 11, Jaden Riley. And for Mount Vernon Tigers, your captains are going to be I do not have a number 60 on this roster. I apologize for that. It's going to be number 13, Wesley Salinas, number 10, Dawson Witherspoon, number 7, Cade George, and number 8, Bryson Fountain.
13, Wesley Salinas, and number 60, CJ Clayton.
Have our band getting hype, fans in the stands getting hype. There's nothing better than Friday Night Lights and A.
Nothing is better than Friday Night Lights.
And your Mr. 305 high school football predictions came out for this week with Atlanta 25-point overdogs over Mount Vernon. So Atlanta, pretty big, obviously pretty big favorites for this game. So we'll see how this game plays out, but it's definitely looking to be a good one. Looks as if Atlanta has won the toss, as they usually decide to defer, so that way they can get the ball in the second half. So it looks like they did win the coin toss here. So your Rabbits are going to start out on defense, as Mount Vernon is going to start out on offense for this game.
Number 3, CJ Wiley kicking off for the Rabbits tonight.
Yep, and along with the rest of your Rabbit kickoff team, along with your Tigers kickoff return team. And like I said, we're ready to get some Friday Night Lights going on. This is week 4 of this very early high school football season.
It's looking to be a good one. There's been numerous upsets through all divisions of football in Texas.
Yeah. We've got some, along with this, we've got some great matchups today as well. Two I can name off the top of my head is going to be Pleasant Grove against Kilgore.
And Texas High playing Fayetteville.
Yep.
As one of the top Arkansas 7A teams coming down to Texas to play them.
If y'all weren't aware of that game last year, that game was a very good one. So definitely a game to be at. TJ Whaley kicks it off, and we are underway. It's going to be a squib kick. It's going to be returned by number 10, Dawson Witherspoon, and he's going to make a couple guys miss, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds and inside the 30-yard line, and that's where the Mount Vernon Tigers will begin their offensive possession here. Good return there by number 10, Dawson Witherspoon. Just scooped it up at the 15-yard line and got maybe a 15, 20-yard reception. And yeah, they're going to spot this ball out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. So about a 15-yard return.
That really was a way to make a play out of nothing. I mean, he got put in a bad position with that ball.
Yeah, outside returner there. And here come your Tigers offense. I mean, the offensive quarterback is going to be, can't really see their number there.
Number 4, Jackson Gray.
Jackson Gray. It's going to be a handoff to number 10, Dawson Witherspoon. He's going to dive for about a gain of 8. It's going to be 2nd down and 2 at the Tiger 38. They send the fullback in motion. And off of number 10, he's going to take it for himself. He's got a hole. He's got some room to run. He's going to get the 1st down and more and tackled inside the Rabbit 40-yard line. 1st down and 10, Tigers.
Brought down by number 9, Kagan Lloyd.
And that's a good way to get momentum going for the Tigers. 2nd play of the game, and you're already in Rabbit territory.
Looks like they went in a hurry up.
Snap to Witherspoon. He's going to take it for himself again. He's going to get about 9 yards. It's going to be about 2nd down. And no, he's going to, yeah, they're going to move the chains here. They're going to spot it at the 1st down inside the 30.
I believe the ball's exactly on the 30.
Looks like we got some Wildcat here. Donnie Blunt at the quarterback. He's going to snap it. He's going to take it to himself. He's going to try to cut inside. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Might have gained 1. And he does. It'll be 2nd down and 9 at the Rabbit 29. Their matchup last year was, I believe it was a blowout. I think they scored maybe 60 or 70 points, the Rabbits did, against Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon looks to be a way better team than they were last year. Snap to Witherspoon, good. He's going to hand it inside and get a couple more yards.
Looks to be a pickup of about 5.
Pickup of about 5 yards. Maybe 4. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 at the Rabbit 26. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They're going to draw them off sides here. This looks like it's going to be a free play. And another quarterback just came in. It's going to be number 7, Cade George. And according to this roster, I believe this is the real quarterback. Dawson Witherspoon is the running back, so this is going to be an offsides call here to a 3rd and 1. So yeah, your real quarterback will come out here, Cade George. First couple of plays, it has been Wildcat to Dawson Witherspoon. So far early, running a lot of Wildcat and just QB leads.
Stacked on the numbers.
Snap to George is good. It's going to be a play action. He steps back, steps up in the pocket, and it is going to be broken up by number 7, Malik Fortson.
Broken up by number 7.
Pass intended for number 13, Wesley Salinas. And it'll be 4th and 1 here, and I think they're going to go for it here. If I was Mount Vernon, I'd just hand it off to their power back, Dawson Witherspoon. Already has about maybe 30 yards rushing tonight. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout called on the field. And it looks like it's going to be first charge timeout for Atlanta. Trying to group themselves together to try to get an early first possession stop here for the Tigers.
The Tigers seem to really be pushing for their momentum tonight.
Yep, they got things started here early as the second play of the game. I believe a 20-yard rush by Dawson Witherspoon at the Wildcat. Took it for himself, cut up inside, and there was a hole. Just got caught by the secondary. And they've managed to get another first down and pushed it all the way to the Rabbit 21-yard line. Again, their momentum is destroyed if the defense can get a stop here early. But again, Mount Vernon off to a hot start. Score still 0-0, so obviously it's not over until you score.
It's still very early in this game, too.
Yeah. You have to make something out of those electric plays that you make early. Okay, George is going to be back at quarterback. Tried to draw him off sides here. Looking at the coach for the call. Back in motion. They're going to hand it off to Witherspoon. He's going to get the first down. He's going to get a little bit more as he's bouncing off tackles, and he'll make his way inside the 20-yard line for a first down and more.
Brought down by number 5, Dalen Collins.
Mount Vernon putting pressure on this Rabbit defense pretty early here. About 9 minutes and 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Snap to George is good. He's going to hand off to Witherspoon, and he's going to be met by DeAndre Simmons for about a gain of 2, or about a gain of 1. Sorry. Second down and 9 on the 9-yard line. They're in the red zone here.
They're going to be looking for handoffs, I believe.
Not exactly in the red zone. They're on the 11, about 1 yard away from the red zone. They're going to hand it off to Witherspoon again. He'll cut inside.
Witherspoon.
And now,
4.
Yeah. Now they're in the red zone. It's going to be third down and 4 at the 5-yard line.
Third down.
Formation here, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Both receivers lined up outside that inside hash on the left.
George lined up on the outside.
That was Wesley Salinas. So they're running Wildcat with a lot of players here. There's been 4 different players at the quarterback position so far. It has been number 7, K. George, the actual quarterback. Witherspoon ran some Wildcat. Donnie Blunt ran some Wildcat. And now number 13, Wesley Salinas, came in at quarterback and ran some Wildcat.
Really utilizing all their key assets there.
Yeah. Getting all their players that can run and make a move and cut up field. Might be doing this to try to throw off the Rabbits as well. There's going to be another timeout called on the field. This one I think is going to be... Yeah, this will be the first charge timeout for the Tigers here. As they've worked their way to another 4th and short in the red zone. It's going to be 4th and 2 on the 5-yard line.
It's a really good position for them.
Yeah. So Braden, what do you think about this game so far? The first 4 minutes to play so far.
I feel like it's going to be really competitive throughout tonight.
Yeah, I think so too. Based off this first drive here, I think it's going to be pretty back and forth.
I feel like it really could be back and forth.
Because as we can tell, the Tigers do have some impact players that can make some pretty big plays, along with our offense as well, because we have weapons like C.J. Whaley, Jaden Riley, DeAndre Simmons. And so there's multiple guys from both teams that can make a change to the game and make some electric plays this game.
It definitely is.
We should be in for a pretty exciting game. Fullback in motion. Snap to George. He's going to hand it off to Witherspoon. He's going to be met. He's going to be tackled down. And they're pushing the back. And he's going to be tackled back at about the 3-yard line. He might have gotten maybe 2 or 3. I think he might have gotten enough for the first down.
It's going to be really close there.
Yep, and they're moving the chain, so that'll be a first down and goal here at the 3-yard line.
That was a must-have stop for this Atlanta defense.
Yeah, it looked like they met them, but the rest of the Tiger team just pushed, and they managed to get the first down. Snap to George is good. They're going to hand it off to Witherspoon, and he's going to walk into the end zone untouched here. And Mount Vernon will begin this game. We'll score the first points of the game here, going up 6-0. And based off this first drive, Dawson Witherspoon is definitely going to be a threat for this Rabbit defense. This is going to have to be something that you're going to have to make an adjustment to, that you're going to have to stop if you want to come out with this game. They're going to go for 2 points here. They're going to hand it off to Witherspoon again. He's got the outside edge, and Hill will walk in. So the Tigers will go up 8-0 here to start out this game. 7 minutes and 23 seconds left in the first quarter, and we will go to commercial break. Here come your Mount Vernon Tigers kickoff team along with your Rabbits kickoff return. Looks like the kicker for the Tigers will be number 45. Again, I don't have a roster. They're going to try to onside kick here, or a squid kick. CJ Whaley calls a fair catch at about the 34 or about the 33-yard line. And your Rabbits offense will begin their first possession here.
I'm really excited to see what the Rabbits cooked up for tonight.
Me too. So it'll be first down and 10. CJ Whaley called a fair catch at the 35. Smart move by CJ not to just try to get it and return it. Made the smart play. We've got some pretty decent field position to start out this first drive. Here comes your freshman quarterback, Braden Thompson. Line up a running back is going to be Jaden Riley. They're going to try to throw a screen pass to him. He is going to be met in the backfield for about a 5-yard loss.
It's a rough start to a drive.
Yep. Rough start to the drive for the Rabbits, but good first play by the defense. Again, adding on to that momentum after that first score. It'll be second down and 15 from the 30-yard line. They got some big defensive linemen there. They're running that cover 2 man. You have DBs are pressed up. Jet sweep to CJ Whaley, and he's going to get some of that yardage back. He's going to get about a gain of 8. And it'll be third down and mid.
Ryder Bowers runs him out of bounds.
And Mount Vernon showing some of that press early. Looked like a cover 1 there. All DBs were pressed. Look like they're trying to put some pressure on the offense. Look like they're doing a lot of man coverage and blitzes tonight.
They're about a 3rd and 6 here on the 39-yard line.
Snap to Braden is good. He's going to drop back to pass. He's going to dump it off to Jaden Riley in the flat, and he's got some room to run. He makes a man miss and goes down inside the 35-yard line. Jaden Riley.
Brought down by number 8, Bryson Mountain, I believe is how to pronounce his name, with the open field. Good tackle.
Yeah, good shoestring tackle right there.
An even better breakout play from this Atlanta offense. That's the momentum they needed tonight.
Yep, and Witherspoon and Jaden Riley are exchanging some electric plays here as he gets a big gain himself. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
DeAndre Simmons in motion. Fumble.
Picked up by Jaden Riley. He's going to try to make something out of nothing. He walks out of bounds, and that's going to be a big loss here.
They've lost 6.
About a loss of 6 or 7 yards, and it's going to be second down and 12 maybe.
A bit more than 12.
No, not second down and 12. It's going to be second down and like 18, I think.
Around that.
Second down and 18.
Tried to run the fake jet sweep, bobbled the snap. Not a play you'd want for the Rabbits right here. They're going to send DeAndre Simmons in motion, fake the jet sweep. They're going to throw a screen pass to C.J. Whaley. He's got some open field. He makes a man miss. He's going to run inside the 25-yard line.
Another breakout play.
Yep, hit 6 someone and gets tackled out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So that'll be about maybe a 3rd and short. Yep, it's going to be 3rd and short here. Good play by C.J. Whaley.
Ran out of bounds by Riley.
That's the first down. They moved the chains.
Yep. Using C.J. Whaley more as an open field runner rather than just someone to throw the 50-50 ball up to. So they're starting to use C.J. more and more.
They're utilizing that athleticism.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely a guy I'd want for open field. 6'5", very athletic. They're going to run the jet sweep to DeAndre Simmons. He gets out to the outside. And I think he's going to be met for another loss here. It's going to be second down and 12.
DeAndre Simmons on the carry.
Really athletic receiver core coming from this Atlanta offense.
Oh yeah, 1, 2, and 3 trifecta. We got Jaden Riley at the running back / receiver. Number 2, DeAndre Simmons. Number 3, C.J. Whaley. And then we have number 11, Easton Patterson, just alone on an island in a wideout. So
all of those players really athletic players.
Yeah, especially Easton Patterson should have some open looks throughout this game as it's in press coverage. If he beats his man deep, we could have something for 6 here. He's going to hand it off to Jaden Riley here. He's going to try to cut outside. He's got the first down and more, and he will run into the end zone here. Touchdown, Rabbits. And Atlanta answers back with the score of their own, and they're going to go up 8-6 here, and they're going to try to go for 2 here. Maybe? Yep, they're going to go for 2 here. Liam McKinney, the snapper. Jaden Riley back at quarterback. Jaden Riley rushed outside. Tries to make something and throws it into the ground. Pass intended for C.J. Whaley. It's going to be no good. So Atlanta does score, but they're down 2-0. Down 6-8. And Atlanta answers right back with a touchdown of their own here. 4 minutes and 26 seconds left in this first quarter. And we will go to commercial break.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the kickoff team. C.J. Whaley back to kick.
Really good kickoff team here from Atlanta this year. Really know how to go down and get after that ball.
I think we've always been good at special teams. There's going to be a same kick right at the 10-yard line, and that's going to be a good return by number 22, Hunter Carroll.
Brought down by, I believe, number 6, Marshawn Woodbury.
Good tackle by Marshawn Woodbury.
Brought down on about the 32.
About a 20-yard carry from Hunter Carroll. junior linebacker and running back for the Tigers. So pretty exciting game so far to start out. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns from both teams, or 2 drives and a touchdown from both teams. 8-6. Definitely looks like it's going to be a different game than last year.
That's what we kind of want.
Here come your Rabbits defense. Atlanta showing blitz here. They're going to hand off to Witherspoon. He's going to be met in the backfield by number 9, Kagan Lloyd. What a play.
Kagan Lloyd is going to finish through with that tackle.
Looked like he body slammed him there.
He really did, I believe. I believe that was after the whistle.
About a loss of 2, 2nd down and 12 on the Tiger 29-yard line.
Good momentum for the Rabbits defense there. Something they really needed.
Yep. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hand off to Witherspoon.
Brought down at the line of scrimmage by multiple Rabbit defensive players there.
Like it was number 4, Casey Linwood, and number 10, TJ Rainey, along with a couple of the Rabbits defense.
Number 8, Eli Mitchell, I believe, was in that mix too.
Yep. Witherspoon tried to stay patient and try to find a hole, but that Rabbit defense closed it up real fast. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage, 3rd down and 10. And there's going to be a false start from the Tigers offensive line, and they're going to back it up 5. So it's going to be a 3rd and long here.
Really good momentum for this Rabbits defense so far on this second drive for the Mount Vernon Tigers.
Receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And number 5 in motion. In the inside hash. K. George is going to take it for himself. He's going to try to throw it deep and picked off.
Interception. Number 7, Magic Fortson.
Yep. Picked off by number 7, Magic Fortson. And that's just a play this Rabbits defense needed, as Atlanta will take over on offense again. Good play by K. George just to try to scramble out of the pocket and try to make something happen and throw it deep. That pass was intended to number 3, Wesley Salinas. And what an athletic play by Magic Fortson. Acrobatic, kind of in an awkward movement right there, but just picked it clean off. And the Rabbits will begin their 2nd possession on offense here.
That was a way to go up and get that ball. And playing through the whistle from that Mount Vernon offensive player, but
1st down and 10. They're going to pitch it to Jaden Riley. He's going to get to the outside, and he's going to get about
the 38.
Yep, that's going to be about a gain of 22 yards. Jaden Riley had some room to run on the outside.
Excuse me, that's on the 42, not the 30.
I don't think anybody on this Tigers team is fast enough to catch Jaden Riley anyway. So. First down and 10 at the 42-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hand off to Jaden Riley. He's got some more room to run. And he's going to be tackled down at the 15-yard line. Jaden Riley.
This man is on a roll tonight, folks.
So far, he's unstoppable. This defense can't catch him.
Had a couple warm-up plays on that first drive, just getting in the groove of things. And, man, he's been on a roll since then.
First down and 10 at the Tiger 18-yard line. Or 16-yard line, sorry. C.J. Whaley at the Wildcat. Jaden Riley's going to be at the overload. C.J.'s going to take it for himself. Going to try to get to the outside, runs over a man, gets him yardage, and gets tackled at about the 15-yard line, or about the 10-yard line.
He had about four or five missed tackles in that one play.
Yeah. Yeah, CJ's a tough man to tackle. Again, like 6'5", really athletic specimen. And so he's going to make a couple guys miss, definitely. So it'll be a gain of about 5. No, it's going to be a gain of 3, second down and 7 at the 12-yard line. Snap to Braden. He's going to pitch it to number 1, Jaden Riley, and he's going to be met in the backfield.
For that to be number 6, Ryder Bowers.
Yeah, good tackle by number 6, Ryder Bowers, senior linebacker for the Tiger squad. And they're going to back it up here. It's going to be about a third and mid. It's going to be about 3rd and 9 at about the 16-yard line, or the 15-yard line. They can kick it from here. Braden Thompson does have a good leg. Clock's ticking down towards the end of this first quarter here. We got about 30 seconds left to play. CJ Whaley on an island on the left side on the outside hash. Snap to Braden is good. He's going to drop back to pass. Pass intended for Jaden Riley, and he overthrew, so it's going to be 4th down and 9.
Bring up a 4th down and 9.
And they're going to attempt a field goal here. Rabbits at about the 19, or about not at the 19, about the 15-yard line. So this is looking to be about a 32-yard field goal here. End zone's 10 yards back, and then you get the ball 7 yards back from the line of scrimmage. Kick is up, and that's going to miss wide left. Good attempt by Braden Thompson, but they're going to come out of this drive with 0 points, and Mount Vernon's going to take over here at about the Tiger 15.
That is not what this Rabbit offense wanted to see tonight. I do not believe.
Yeah, good momentum and good plays by Jaden Riley, and then just made it to a 4th down, and field goal was just a little bit out of reach. Just left. Braden Thompson does have the leg. It was just a little bit inaccurate. And the Rabbits are 0-1 tonight on field goal attempts.
22 seconds left in our first quarter. The Rabbits are down 8-6.
Close game so far, just a 1-possession game.
Still really early in this game, too.
Yeah, plenty of football left to be played. And we're showing some double stack over here on this right side for the Mount Vernon. They're going to send Blunt in motion. They're going to hand it off to Witherspoon. He's going to get a couple yards here. That's going to be about maybe 7 yards there. It's going to be 2nd down, gain of 8. So it's going to be 2nd down and 2 at the Tiger 28.
Mark at the 23-yard line.
They're going to call another timeout here. This is going to be
Tigers will be looking
timeout called by, I believe, the Tigers.
When we start second quarter action.
And no, not a timeout. That's the end of the quarter. So that'll be your first quarter. They're going to flip the sides of the field here. Mount Vernon up 8-6 at the end of this first quarter. So pretty good and exciting game so far. Rabbits had 2 drives at first quarter. Mount Vernon has 1.
They had 2.
For the beginning of their second drive. They still have to finish theirs out. Oh,
They scored on their first drive.
Yeah, this is their 3rd drive.
We're picked off. So.
Yeah, this is their 3rd drive. Rabbits had 2. So pretty close and exciting game so far. It's been exciting to watch so far here from the press box here.
It really has. It's always nice to have some excitement on your homecoming night.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely a great game to schedule on your homecoming night as well.
1995, 1985.
Your homecoming king is out there on the field as well.
1970.
Marshawn Woodbury.
And 2015.
Just in Blunt in motion. And there's going to be another timeout here called. I believe this timeout was called by the Tigers. So Tigers use their second charge timeout, and they only have 1 here at the half. might come back to bite them here closer towards halftime here. However, they're good. They're chilling right now. They have a lead, leading by 2 so far.
I'm sure they're hoping to maintain that lead, but I know the Rabbits. I know Chris Morton is down there chopping it and telling them to get this lead cut down.
Last home game for the Rabbits, week 2 against Hooks. Rabbits really done nothing on their offensive drive except for their final drive of the half. 1 minute and 9 seconds at about started their drive with 1 minute and 9 seconds left in the half remaining at about the 24-yard line and went about 76 yards in, I think about 40 seconds. Looks like some movement on the offensive line, and they'll back it up 5. Second penalty from the offensive line here for a false start. It'll be 2nd and 7 on their own 23-yard line.
Seems this Tigers offensive line might be penalty prone tonight. And as we can tell, penalties can be the downfall of a team.
2 penalties in just 1 quarter being played. Clock hasn't ticked down for the 2nd quarter yet. They're going to hand it off to Witherspoon, and he's going to be met at about the line of scrimmage. Gain of nothing. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
Witherspoon with the carry, brought down by the O-line.
Really good turnout from both crowds tonight.
Bring up a 3rd down and 8.
Snap. George, looks like they tried to draw him off sides here. Looking at about a 3rd and mid here. In danger of going 3 and out on this drive.
Going out to the right.
Back to pass.
Pass intended for number 5, Donnie Blunt. Falls incomplete.
Number 10, TJ Rainey on coverage. And I believe number 0, Casey Linwood.
Fourth down and 8.
Good pressure from the defense. Forcing the roll out to the right.
How about this Rabbits defense so far tonight? Other than that first drive, has been pressuring the ball on offense.
They've made the adjustments they need to make. Been excelling.
Witherspoon started off hot, made a quick adjustment. This will be our first 3 and out and first punt of the game. Number 6, Ryder Bowers for the punt. And that's going to take an unlucky roll. And the Rabbits will begin their drive on their own 44-yard line. Great field position to start out your first drive in the 2nd quarter.
Rabbits looking to profit on this 4th drive of the game.
For sure, looking to put up another 6 here. Here come your Rabbit offense. It's like be 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Easton Patterson on an island. Same thing with C.J. Whaley out on that outside hash.
DeAndre Simmons in the slot here. Jaden Riley still lined up at running back.
They're going to send DeAndre Simmons in motion. They're going to fake the jet sweep and hand it off to Jaden Riley.
Jaden Riley up the middle. Looks like a gain of about 7 or 8.
Yep. Good run by Jaden Riley. Gets them past midfield and into Tigers territory.
Also been informed that the class of 1965.
2nd down and 3 at the Tiger 48.
And there's some of them here tonight, so give him a big hand.
DeAndre Simmons on an island here. Easton Patterson in the slot. Liam McKinney, the fullback, outright. CJ's going to take it for himself, and he's going to get a couple yards here.
He's going to be brought down in the backfield. I believe a loss of 2 or 3.
Looks like he might have gotten to the line of scrimmage.
DJ Whaley,
I believe he does. So it's going to be 3rd and short here.
It's going to be a must-have play here for this Rabbits offense.
In Tigers territory, they do get about 1 or 2 yards here, just like a 4th and 1 or a 4th and inches, wouldn't hurt for them to go for it. So they're in a good spot right now. Just capitalize on this 3rd down just to get this out of the way and not have to be a 4th down, though. Braden Thompson's going to try to throw it up to Easton Patterson, and it is caught inside the 15-yard line. Easton Patterson
brings down the ball on about the Tigers' 12-yard line. Absolutely magnificent catch with great ball placement from the freshman, Braden Thompson.
And look what I said, Easton Patterson has been on an island about this whole game so far, and they looked his way, and he did not disappoint as they're inside the 15-yard line.
That was the big play the Rabbits needed for that mental game here on this gridiron field.
Oh yeah, definitely. Jaden Riley having some electric plays. Easton Patterson over at the receiving side, electric plays. They're going to run the jet sweep. No, it's going to be a fake.
Jaden Riley with their Atlanta Rabbits touchdown.
Not even fake me on that play. Holy. And the Rabbits will go up by 1 possession here. It's going to be 12-8.
They've really enjoyed running this fake option.
Yep, the fake jet sweep or the speed option from CJ to Jaden. Options are really unlimited here for this offense, from what they can do, from what kind of players they got.
They have so many skilled players here that can just take this ball and run with it.
That'll be the 2nd touchdown for the Rabbits and 2nd touchdown for Jaden Riley. And they're going to go
and Riley in the backfield here.
Yep. They're going to run the speed option again. He's going to pitch it to Jaden Riley.
Riley gets the 2-point conversion here. Makes the game 14-8. 16-8, I apologize.
Yeah, it's going to be 14-8. And they're going to run the speed option again, and it's going to work for this 2-point conversion here. Rabbits up by 1 possession, 9 minutes and 17 seconds left in the 2nd quarter, and we'll go to a quick commercial break.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Here, we provide quality materials for your dream home, and Atlanta ISD provides quality educational opportunities to help students pursue their dream future.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. The kick by C.J. Whaley rolls out of bounds. There's going to be a flag called. So I believe the Tigers will begin their possession at about either the 30 or the 35. I'm not sure where they're spotted if the ball goes out of bounds. And no, they're going to be spotted. They're moving the chains. And while this downtime is going, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Dylan Thompson Wealth Management, the iGuys of TXK, Red River Lumber, Price Hardware, and the Downtown Merchants Association. And don't forget to shop local. Shout out to your Rabbits cheer squad, and shout out to the big bad band of Rabbitland. From Rabbitland, not the Rabbitland. Here come your Rabbits defense, followed by the Rabbits offense. It looks like there's four receivers out wide to the left, 1 to the right. DB's playing off, not really pressed here. It's a different look for the Rabbits here, running 4 receivers.
To really watch for this screen style play, but
To George, they're going to throw a comeback route to number 13, Wesley Salinas.
Looks to be brought down by number 0, Caden Linwood, with numerous assists from other Rabbit defensive players.
It's about a gain of 5 here. 2nd down and 5 at the 35. No one in the backfield. Okay, George, 4 receivers to the left. They're going to send Witherspoon in motion. He's going to be at the running back. They're going to hand it off to him. And he's got a hole, and he's across the 40-yard line for a Tiger first down.
Really good play from these Tigers coming out of the backfield with their running backs. Numerous options.
Really good drawn-up play here. Got a bunch of weapons at receiver and at the running back. Good play. That same 4 receiver look just sent Witherspoon in motion at the running back and then just handed it out like looked like an inside zone. 3 receivers out about at the line of scrimmage. Witherspoon back. They're not going to send him in motion. Fake screen. They're going to throw the comeback route to number 13, Wesley Salinas again. He gets taken down at about the 48, and it's going to be about a gain of 7 here. Second down and 3.
You have to watch the way the Tigers run this play because they have numerous options.
Back to about 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. We're going to hand it off to Witherspoon again. Makes Dalen Collins miss, but he's still going to be met at the line of scrimmage here for about a 3rd and short. Past couple plays, the Tigers had a different sort of offensive formation. Ran 4 receivers out left. Did the comeback route on the opposite side to the receiver on the island, or just sent Witherspoon in motion and just handed it off to him.
Really versatile coaching strategies here, but
they got Salinas on an island again. Caden Linwood was pressed up, and he's going to be drawn off sides here. It looked like it was a drawn-up play to try to get an offsides. It looked like it was an on-2 call.
That was an offsides on number 13, Wesley Salinas.
False start. Looks like some miscommunication with the play calling. Wesley Salinas will go offsides here. Caden Linwood pressed up. Rabbits DB1 here for the defense. They're going to hand it off to the running back, number 22, Hunter Carroll. He's going to try to get outside, and he gets tackled for loss, about a loss of 1, and it's going to be 4th down and 10 here.
The Rabbits are really making adjustments on defense here.
Yeah, big adjustments on defense. It's been pretty much, they flipped the switch from that first drive, and they have not allowed anything from the Tigers offense. They have a pick, and now they have 2 punts here. 1 first down, and they're going to punt it away here. Number 6, Ryder Bowers back to punt here.
Seems almost that this Rabbits defense just took that first drive as a test, kind of testing the waters, and they've just been all over the ball ever since.
There's going to be another flag thrown, either a false start or an offsides. And it's going to be a false start against the offense, and they're going to back them up 5 more, and it's going to be a 4th and 15. And the punt by Bowers is good. It's going to roll into the hands of Jaden Riley, and he bobbled it. Luckily, the ball manages to get out of bounds. Had some trouble picking up that ball, and we're going to begin our offensive possession here at about the 24 or the 25-yard line. That was dangerous there, as the Tigers were almost able to pick it up. Was able to roll out of bounds. Rabbits up 14-8 to begin the offensive possession. 6 minutes and 9 seconds left in the second quarter. As here come your Rabbits offense. First down and 10 at the 24. Marshawn Woodbury's in at running back. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Marshawn lined up exactly behind the quarterback. They're going to send Liam in motion. He's going to hand it off to Marshawn Woodbury, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage for a gain of nothing.
Good attempt by the Rabbits there.
And it's actually going to be a loss of about about a yard and a half.
Stop from the 30. Loss of 1.
Good play by the Tigers defense. Those linebackers and those defensive linemen. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. DeAndre Simmons lined up at the line of scrimmage, so is Easton Patterson. They'll fake the jet sweep to C.J. Whaley. They'll throw the screen pass to DeAndre Simmons. Hurdles the man and gets inside the 30, gets some of that yardage back, and it'll be a 3rd and mid.
Really good play there by DeAndre Simmons. Way to maneuver those players, break some tackles, and make something.
And how about that athleticism by DeAndre Simmons? The defender tried to tackle low, and he just jumped right over him. Easton Patterson on an island. Cornerback on him is pressed. And they'll blow this play dead. And it looks like it's going to be, not sure why they blew it.
Possibly a false start.
Yep, and it is going to be a false start, so they're going to back them up with about 5. It's going to be about 3rd and 9. Braden Thompson in and out of the hands of DeAndre Simmons.
Whaley's pass to Simmons incomplete. Interesting way of using C.J. Whaley in this offense. And almost worked.
Almost did work. Had some trouble trying to catch it in possession. And it'll be a 3 and out for the Rabbits here.
C.J. Whaley back to punt guard in the Rabbits.
And the punt by Whaley is good. It's going to take your Rabbit bounce. It's going to keep rolling, and that's going to be at about the 16-yard line. And what a punt by C.J. Whaley.
C.J. Whaley's really been excelling at kicking since he's come into this Rabbit team. From his kickoff to last year kicking field goals and punting, and this year currently punting.
He did play soccer a couple years back, and I believe he was pretty good at it. Made it to some sort of nationals for it.
I do believe he was a really high select player in soccer. Gives this Rabbit offense a really good kicking option when they need it.
He was the one who kicked the PAT and the field goals as well last year as a freshman.
The Rabbits defense taking the field.
Here come your Rabbits defense. DB's off coverage, but same thing with the safeties. Play action, they're going to throw a screen pass to number 12, Braden Baker. He gets a decent chunk of yardage. It's going to be about a gain of 7. They're going to hand it off to Witherspoon here, and he's going to get the first down. Good run by Dawson Witherspoon. There'll be a first down at the Tiger 29. They're going to hand it off to Witherspoon again.
Witherspoon on the carry.
He's going to get a couple more yards. Not as much as as the previous play. He'll get about 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Witherspoon, that primary option on this Tigers offense. he's really coming in handy for that offense.
Yeah, definitely spotlight player on the offense so far for sure. Made a couple of those electric plays. K. George tries to draw him off sides. Didn't work. They're calling audibles here. Two receivers to the left and right. Rolls to his right. Pass intended for number 5, Donnie Blunt. Incomplete. Kason Linwood on the coverage there. Number 4.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
It's going to be a 3rd and mid here. Snap to George is good. Play action. He's going to rear back and throw it. And they're thrown in no man's land, but they're going to call a pass interference on number 4, Kason Linwood.
Intended for number 5, Donnie Blunt.
Yep. That'll be a 15-yard penalty, so they'll get the 1st down and more.
Not what that Rapids defense is looking to see.
It's going to be a 15-yard penalty here. I think that was the first pass interference call for the Rabbits on the season.
I believe so.
Good coverage by Kason Linwood, just a little bit handy.
Penalty against the Rapids for defensive holding.
1st down and 10, that's attacker 41. And I hand it off to Witherspoon. He tries to cut it back inside and met in the backfield by Ian Riojas and C.J. Whaley. Cam Williams also got in there late. 2nd down and 12. Clock is ticking down to the end of the half. We got about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Tigers trying to burn the clock and try to score on their last offensive possession. Snap to George is good. He hands it off to Witherspoon. He's going to get another gain of about 2 or 3. I think the Tigers trying to just run off the clock here so that way if they do turn the ball over back to the Rabbits, they won't have enough time to score here. And most likely, this is going to lead us down to the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning. 2-minute warning before halftime.
During this time, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Dylan Thompson Wealth Management, the iGuys of TXK, Red River Lumber, Price Hardware, and the Downtown Merchants Association. And don't forget to shop local. As time is going, I think we got a little bit until the offense goes back out on the field. We're going to address some scores from some other good games going on here. So first off, we have Pleasant Grove and Kilgore.
Pleasant Grove and Kilgore looks to be 5 minutes left in their second quarter, and Kilgore appears to be up 9-6.
So pretty close game so far. Looks like a defensive battle from their team. Looks like a pretty low-scoring game.
Next up, we have Texas High and Fayetteville. Texas High appears to be up 21-8 over Fayetteville. About 2 minutes left in their second quarter. And
it looks like that game. It looks like the exact opposite of how that game started from last year. As I believe Fayetteville was up 28-7 in the first quarter for last year. Texas High managed to come back and win it. I think that was the game of the year for sure. At least for East Texas. Snap to George is good. He's going to drop back to pass, and it's going to be caught by number 2. Good saving tackle by number 7, Magic Fortson, as they throw the comeback route, and they're going to get the 1st down. Clock is ticking down. It goes under 1 minute and 50 seconds. Three receivers to the right, none to the left. Hand off to Witherspoon, and he is going to be tackled by Kagan Lloyd. What a tackle there. Just rushed in and took out his legs, and he fell straight to the ground. Saved from extra yardage. That's only going to be a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. Tigers running some tempo. They hand it off to Witherspoon again. He breaks some more tackles. He's going to get the first down and more inside the Rabbit 35-yard line. Dawson Witherspoon here with a nice carry for about 20-plus yards.
This Mount Vernon Tigers offense is really utilizing Witherspoon to the best of his abilities tonight, man.
And they're running some tempo offense, and Mount Vernon's going to use their final timeout here.
About a minute and 11 left in this half.
Yep, and it's going to be first down and 10 after their quick timeout. It's going to be first down and 10 at the 28-yard line. Running some tempo here at the end of it, and Witherspoon is starting to get hot again. Don't want to let him get too hot or else to where he can walk into that end zone, because that's definitely not what you want, especially with the Tigers having full control of the clock. Of course, Rabbits, you still have, and that's actually a timeout called by the Rabbits, actually. That's my fault on my part. So both teams still have one timeout left.
First and 10.
First and 10. Three receivers to the left, none to the right. Witherspoon lined up at the running back. Looks like they're in counter. They're going to fake it to him. Cam Williams tries to blitz off the edge. He manages to get it off to number 2, Pearson Clayton, for about a gain of about 8 or 9. Not quite at the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 6, sorry. It'll be second down and 4.
Another instance of this Mount Vernon offense making plays out of what appears to be almost nothing.
Yep, they're lined up on this inside hash here. They're going to hand it off to Witherspoon.
Witherspoon on the carry.
Doesn't quite get the first down, but he's about 2 yards from it. Gain of 2, and it'll be third and short. Good spot here, running down clock. We got about 40 seconds left to play. And a great spot. Knocking on that Rabbit end zone, and Witherspoon is going to be stopped here for a fourth down. Clock is still rolling. I believe Mount Vernon is going to finally use their final timeout with 26 seconds left in the half.
Number 8, Eli Mitchell, getting in the backfield and really utilizing his versatility and his athleticism.
Good stop by the Rabbits defense here. Third and short, exactly what you'd want. Stops their momentum, stops their tempo, forcing them to call a timeout. And it's fourth and short here. If you do get a stop, you start your drive pretty deep in your own territory, but still have some seconds left to make something happen. If they do get the ball back here, most likely they might kneel it down. You could have a chance to throw it deep, a 50-50 ball to C.J. Whaley, but I believe they're going to run some double coverage or prevent defense just to prevent them from scoring. But if I was Mount Vernon, you need to capitalize off this drive with a touchdown to go into the second half. Because if you do get a stop, the Rabbits did win the coin toss. They elected to defer, and the Rabbits will get the ball to start off the second half.
The Rabbits get the ball starting off half with up, and it's going to be really difficult for Mount Vernon to call back after that.
The Rabbits offense seemed to start picking it up in the second half, so. So far in the 3 wins that we have so far. Or in the 2 wins that we have.
Certifying the timeout for the first half.
short here. It looks like Atlanta used their last timeout as well. So no timeouts. You get tackled inbound, the clock is going to be rolling. No time to stop the clock unless if it's an injury timeout. And we're slowly getting closer to the end of this first half here. 26 seconds left to play, and it's going to be 4th and 1 on the Rabbit 19. They get this first down, they're in a very good spot to do whatever plays they need to do to get in the end zone here and try to tie the score up or take the lead.
If I were the Tiger coaches here, I'd be looking a lot outside passes.
They're going to hand it off to Witherspoon. He fumbles!
Witherspoon on the carry.
And let's see if he was down or not.
Fumbles the ball.
Got the first down, and it was a fumble recovered by DeAndre Simmons, and the offense will take over here. And what a stop by the Rabbit defense.
That was one of those plays that's a blink and you miss it, man.
And he had the first down, too. It looks like the linebacker just ripped it out of his hands. Good awareness by DeAndre Simmons to pick up that ball. Not a lot of time left in the second half, but they do prevent Mount Vernon from scoring. "21 seconds left with no timeout, so you're going to have some magic happen. Looks like they're in cover 2. They're running 2 high safeties. Braden Thompson drops back to pass. He rolls to his right, and he's just going to throw it out of bounds.
Thompson's pass out of bounds. Bring up a 7th down and 10.
16 seconds left to play. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Two receivers to the left, one on the right. Easton Patterson on an island. Braden Thompson back to snap. Pocket collapses. He dumps it off to Jaden Riley. He's got some room to run. He'll take it outside. He's at the 50. He's at the 45, and he's going to be tackled down.
And we have all kinds of flags on the
And they finally threw it dead.
Appears to be a flag on this play.
Looks like they did throw a flag. It might be for personal foul or unnecessary roughness. 2 seconds left on the clock, so they might have time for one more play. And what a play by Jaden Riley, and that made him. And it's going to be a personal foul on Mount Vernon, so they're going to back them up even more.
That's exactly what this Rabbit offense wants to see.
CJ Whaley on an island. It looks like they might throw the 50-50 ball up to him. Defense aware they got a safety over the top. Braden Thompson drops back to pass. And he's going to throw it into the dirt, and that'll be halftime, folks. Atlanta up by 1 possession, 14-8. They will get the ball back in the second half, and that'll be your halftime, folks. And we'll go to commercial break.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Here, we provide quality materials for your dream home, and Atlanta ISD provides quality educational opportunities to help students pursue their dream futures. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a continued supporter of Rabbit TV.
Undetected vision issues can lead to difficulties in school, hinder social interactions, and even affect their self-esteem. The good news is that there's a simple solution: regular eye checkups for your child. If a vision issue is identified, corrective measures like glasses or contact lenses can make a world of difference. The eye guys.
National recognition at both the state and national levels. She was named the Chamber of Commerce Educator of the Year and Principal of the Year from the J.E. Manning American Legion Post 258. She's also been an adjunct professor at Texas A&M and Stephen F. Austin University. Today, Diane chairs the LifeWise Academy Committee and serves on its board. She's working to bring Bible education to students in Atlanta ISD and nearby districts. Diane's first husband, Keith, also an AHS alumni, passed away in 2011. But God is good, and in 2023, she married the very handsome James Burt Clem. They own a Brahman cattle ranch and Gerald Carroll Realty in Texarkana, and together they share 5 children and 8 grandchildren. She and Bert are faithful members of the First Baptist Church in Texarkana. Hearty and huge congratulations to Diane Watley Clem, our distinguished alumni. Representing the class of 1997 is Dr. Clay May. Dr. Clay May excelled as a 4-year standout in track and cross country. He was also a very brilliant 6th grader of mine, and he competed on the academic continued his athletic career. He competed in division track at Oral Roberts University in Tulsa, where he earned his BA in theology in just 3 years. He spent many decades serving as a youth minister in local churches, leading music, work that eventually brought him to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. At the age of 36, yes, at the age of 36, Clay enrolled in dental school at the Virginia Commonwealth University in Richmond, Virginia, and earned his Doctor of Dental Surgery degree in 2020. He worked at a federally qualified health center providing care to underserved populations. Dr. May is now a distinguished and very, very wonderful oral surgeon. He also serves as adjunct clinical professor at the University of North Carolina School of Dentistry, working to provide dental care to the local refugee population. He maintains a strong connection to the Atlanta community. Very philanthropic efforts offering scholarships to support our local teams and graduates. He has a beautiful wife, Brianna. They've been married for 7 years, and they have 2 darling children, Luke, age 5, and Annabelle, age 1. Congratulations, we're so proud of Dr. Clay May. Each year, the Atlanta Education Foundation honors someone for outstanding service to this district. And this year, the Outstanding Service Award is presented to our very own Joe Caldwell. Joe has worked for the Atlanta Independent School District for 47 years. Over the years, she worked for 7 different superintendents. And those who knew her best will tell you she didn't work for them, she trained them. Joe was also instrumental in the founding of the Atlanta Education Foundation, serving as administrative assistant and the glue that held everything together. Joe has such commitment, a sense of humor, and unparalleled attention to detail. Her dedication and professionalism have made her a cornerstone of Atlanta ISD, and her legacy of service continues to inspire everyone who gets to work with her. Joe has been married to the very handsome Ron Caldwell for 64 years. They have 3 children. Ron, who is on the field from New York City, Stacy, who is also on the field from Tacoma, Washington, Brett and his wife Jody, who are also on the field from Leesburg, Virginia. And all 3 of Joe's children are honor graduates of Atlanta High School. Joe is the proud JoJo to grandchildren Graham, Haley, Sarah, Ellie, and Dylan. Joe is a devoted sister to Dorothy and to Donna. We want to extend our love and appreciation to the wonderful, incomparable Joe Caldwell. The Atlanta Education Foundation is so proud to recognize this year's class of distinguished alumni and service winners. It's been a wonderful day to celebrate you guys. We're so proud of you. Thank you for continuing the Atlanta Rabbit spirit wherever you go. It's a great day to be a rabbit. Once a rabbit, always a rabbit. Let's all stand and give them hearty congratulations.
is Melody Anderson. Directors of the band are John Melanson, Leslie Melanson, and Nick Gibson. Color guard director is Mr. Joseph Tolentino. Band seniors are Daniel Castanon, Callie Clark, Titus Gable, Peyton Gunta, Angel Ross, Monica Self, Caitlin Seitz, Griffin Sandridge, and Ava Vialta. The Mighty Tiger Band will be performing 2 movements of their 2025 show, Beacon, Be the Light. Now give a round of applause for the Mighty Tiger Band. Guard member of the week is Abby E. Harrison. Marchers of the week is Aubrey Dixon and Zachary Hollingsworth. Section of the week is the clarinets. The Mount Vernon Mighty Tiger Band would like to thank their amazing parents and band boosters for their continued love and support. How about one more round of applause for the Mighty Tiger Band?
Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the field from Atlanta, Texas, the Atlanta High School Band, the Big Bad Band from Rabbitland. Formators for the band are Lucy Franklin and Ella Stewart. This week's freshman of the week are Nevaeh Fogg and Ely Nemang. The upperclassmen of the week are Brooklyn Bailey and Riley Thompson. The section of the week is the saxophone. The Atlanta High School Band proudly presents their 2025 field production Moonspell. Soprano saxophone soloist is Kenneth Smith, Jr.
Once again, we'd like to express our gratitude to the class of 1976.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching Rabbit TV, featuring the Atlanta Rabbits versus the Mount Vernon Tigers. Welcome to the second half of high school football here. We're your hosts, Landry Blythe.
Braden Tolbert.
And if y'all are just now tuning in, and this second half is just about to begin, Atlanta up by a one-possession lead, up by 6, 14-8. And they are going to get the ball to start out this second half here. As they bring out this kickoff team, I'd like to address some scores just around the district and around East Texas. So far, PG and Kilgore. Kilgore is up 12-6. Texas High and Fayetteville are going up against each other. Texas High is up 28-15. White Oak and Queen City are playing each other. White Oak is up 28-0. Pittsburgh is playing Jefferson. Pittsburgh is up 22-19 right now. Gladewater playing Spring Hill, and they're up 36-0.
Tatum has no score reported that I can find on Max Preps. Sabine is down 26-0 to ARP, and LE also has no score reported.
Who's LE going up against?
I believe they're playing Bullard.
Bullard?
Which is a good 4A team. Bullard is a really good 4A team.
LE scheduled a very, very tough non-scheduled teams as they are starting off the season 0-3 against very, very tough teams. Played Pittsburgh, Carthage, and now they're playing Bullard. Pittsburgh, Carthage, Bullard, they're playing Bullard right now. I'm not sure about their last one.
We're off.
Mount Vernon kicks off. Caden Linwood's going to get the return. Or no, sorry, that's I think Eli Mitchell, and he gets a good return out to the 35, and Atlanta's going to start their offensive possession, their first offensive possession of the second half on the Rabbit 35-yard line.
Johnson on the stop for the Tigers.
Really exciting first half we had. A lot of back and forth. We had, what was it, 3 or 4? 3 and outs from both teams.
I'll go ahead and give y'all this the first half recap. Mount Vernon, their first drive of the game, started off hot, had their touchdown and a 2-point conversion up 8-0. Atlanta responded back, scoring a touchdown on their first drive, failed to score the 2-point conversion. Went back and forth, and eventually Atlanta scored sometime I believe in the first quarter.
I believe it's their second or third drive that they scored that one. Pickup of about 2 or 3.
They kind of went back and forth. No score. The Rabbits had a chance to kick a field goal and missed wide left. And so that's kind of been your recap for
scoring opportunities there.
Yeah.
Some big plays in that first half too. You're seeing a lot of really, really good athleticism coming out of these two teams.
Snap to Braden Thompson is good. He's going to hand it off to Jaden Riley. He's going to get a couple yards, shakes a man off of him, and he's going to get the first down and more. I believe that was about a 12 or 13-yard rush. And Atlanta starting out their first drive of the second half out hot.
Let's hope they can keep that momentum going this drive here. We saw them slightly break down some as plays have happened against them. I believe that to be somewhat of a weakness of this Atlanta team, but they also, when they have that mentality going right, they are a really strong team on offense and defense.
Yeah, they've got to keep their emotions in check, and I believe this is the same week 2 and week 3. Wait, Thompson bobbles the snap. He's going to be tackled at about the line of scrimmage. But yeah, week 2 and week 3 against Hooks and New Boston, the Rabbits have scored on their opening drive in the second half. So they're way more of a second half team than they are first half, which is pretty ironic because last year they were quite the opposite. Started off hot in the first half and kind of faded in the second half. Maybe had to do with more harder practices and better conditioning for the team, and that allowed them to play better and get hot in that second half.
Seems almost like they use that first half to test their waters, and they just really push it on that second half.
Hand off Marshawn Woodbury. He's going to get across the 50-yard line into Tigers territory, and it's going to be a 3rd and mid.
Looks to be a pickup of about 4.
Marshawn Woodbury, not too many touches so far this game, but when he has touched the rock, he has made an impact. He's going to be subbed out, and I believe Jaden Riley is going to be back at the running back position.
One of the things the Rabbits have been trying to do is utilize all these people behind in the backfield there, and it's worked really well for the Rabbits tonight.
Jaden Riley at the Wildcat. Going to try to draw off sides. Didn't work, and the
Atlanta's using their first timeout of this half.
Yep. Atlanta uses their first charge timeout. 2 left so far in this half, and they use the timeout early here. Tried to draw a Wildcat play with Jaden Riley at the Wildcat. Tried to draw him off sides while sending DeAndre in motion. Looked like it might have been a miscommunication with the play call, or it was just something to try to get him off sides.
That's what I was thinking, was a possible miscommunication, because Jaden Riley in the backfield there looked a little confused when the ball was not snapped.
Yeah, could also have been a thing to get them off sides, because it's a 3rd and 7. You get them off sides at 3rd and 2, and it's way more manageable of getting the first down.
Very well possible.
We'll go back to 9:21.
So just outside that 3rd and manageable zone, it's about a 3rd and 7. Jaden Riley lined up in the backfield. Easton Patterson out wide, and so is DeAndre. Out to Braden. They're going to run counter with Jaden Riley, and he's going to get to the outside. He's at the 30, 25, 20, and there's no Mount Vernon Tigers between him and the end zone, and he walks in. Touchdown, Rabbits.
Really insane play from Jaden Riley there. The handoff from Thompson, and Riley just manages to find his way into that open slot and just take it and run. He has a couple missed tackles about the 30-yard line, and he's just gone from there, man.
Yeah, you're not catching Jaden Riley. Atlanta goes up 2 possessions. They start off this second half right, and I think that extends their streak to 3 games in a row where they've had a touchdown on their opening drive of the second half.
Only team to stop them from that is the Pleasant Grove Hawks, and we know that team all too well.
Yeah, we all know. We all know what kind of caliber the Pleasant Grove team is. And he throws it up, and CJ catches it. And he's going to be in the end zone. That's going to be a 2-point conversion. Good. And what a play by Braden Thompson.
Really just looking for something there, waiting on that play to develop. Kind of running away from those defenders there.
That caught me off guard. I wish there was a replay on that. Braden Thompson pocket collapses. He tries to roll off to his right, and he throws up a 50 ball to C.J. Whaley, and it was right in the number. Hit him right in the numbers. What a throw by Braden Thompson.
Really well placed ball there too, man. I mean, if C.J. wasn't there to catch it, it would have went out of bounds, and there could have been no repercussions on that play.
Comes the Rabbits kickoff team, and that's a way you start off a second half there. 14-8, 1 possession down by 6. You're now up by 14 points, up by basically a 2-touchdown lead.
If you're here at the end of the first half, when me and Landry were talking about here, we mentioned how Mount Vernon really needed to score on that last drive of the half. Otherwise, they were not going to be able to really keep up with this Atlanta defense and this Atlanta offense.
And Atlanta did exactly as we predicted, as not too long off the clock. Only took about little less than 3 minutes off the clock. Still 9 minutes and 12 seconds left to play in this third quarter. CJ kicks it off. It's a good kick. He's going to let that roll out of bounds. And Mount Vernon will begin their drive, I believe, at the 30-yard line.
Take over at their own 30-yard line.
Really good showing from the Rabbits here today. I mean, this offense has just been hot and heavy all night long, and given stuff that this Mount Vernon defense just has not had an answer to.
This time I'd like to thank our sponsors, Dylan Thompson Wealth Management, the iGuys of Texarkana, Red River Lumber, Price Hardware, and the Downtown Merchants Association. And don't forget to shop local. Good restaurant downtown Atlanta. I definitely recommend. It's definitely the Rabbit Patch.
I could agree. Classic food for downtown Atlanta.
delicious burgers, got some delicious fries. Delicious place. Play action. They're going to throw a screen to number 5, Donnie Blunt. He's going to get a couple yards on the play, tackled by Magic.
Brought down at about the 38-yard line.
Got a good game right there. That's going to be about 2nd down and 1. Or no, 2nd down and 2.
2nd down and about 2.
It's going to be Witherspoon's first carry of the half, and he's going to get the 1st down and more. Good tackle out across the 40-yard line by T.J. Rainey.
Ball down by T.J. Rainey.
Like we mentioned in the first half, Witherspoon here, really good athlete for this Mount Vernon offense.
He's been keeping the Rabbits defense on their toes for sure. And he gets brought down on this play by Dalen Collins and Cam Williams.
There is a flag on this play.
Looks like Dalen might have got a horse collar in there, so that might be against the Rabbits. And yeah, they're going to call it against it's going to be a face mask against the defense. So they're going to back it up about 15 yards. That'll be an automatic 1st down, and that brings them into Rabbits territory. So they're in good field position here with a chance to answer back with that touchdown that the Rabbits had as well.
Not what this Rabbits defense wanted to see on a play like that. A play they really could have prophesized on.
3 receivers to the right, none to the left. Going to hand it off to Witherspoon again. He's got some run, and he gets another good chunk of yardage. That's going to be a gain of about 6, maybe 7. No, it's going to be a gain of 6. That's going to be 2nd down and 4. On the Rabbit 31. Tigers running some tempo here. He's going to give it right back to Witherspoon, and he has a hole on the outside. He's going to get the 1st down and 4 at about the 25-yard line.
Tackle made by number 2, DeAndre Simmons. Another one of the star players on this Atlanta Rabbits team, playing dual side of the ball in a safety in a wide receiver spot.
Very young too, only a sophomore.
Started the season off at quarterback, and looks like he could have excelled, but the coaches here on the Rabbits, they threw the freshman in there, and it seemed almost as if DeAndre fit better at receiver.
Yep, and that's a smart play made by the Atlanta coaching staff as well. Using Braden, having that freshman, although I understand not starting him because he's a freshman, not having that much experience at the quarterback position, 15 years old freshman being put on the spotlight against a very good Pleasant Grove team. But Braden is a smart and calm player. He doesn't seem to fold under high pressure situations. He feels very calm and collected, and he plays really smart for someone his age. So allowing for him to play at quarterback allows a lot of more offensive weapons, and also using DeAndre more on defense as well, and also as a wideout.
We really saw that come in the second half of that Pleasant Grove game after a concussion injury from Simmons required the coaches to put Thompson in quarterback, and it appears that they have not looked back from there.
Yeah, they definitely showed him what's up for sure. Showed him that he's worthy enough to start out the quarterback position. They're going to hand it off to the Wildcats defensive back here. That's going to be number 8, Bryson Fountain. He's been the one covering Easton Patterson all game. And we're going to have our first injury timeout here. Shout out to Coach Branchford running out on the field. I believe that's going to be a player from the Rabbits. Not sure who is down. And that's going to be Magic Fortson going down.
Fortson with one major pass breakup tonight and an interception. Really going to be a hurt to this Rabbits defense coming off the field.
Limping off. Looks like he's starting to walk on that foot. He should be fine, hopefully. Hopefully he should be back in here in a couple plays. And yeah, that interception was crazy.
Really athletic play from him on
They're
that
going to move
interception.
T.J. Rainey in coverage now. substitution made in game. Not sure who got subbed in. The receivers to the right, one to the left. They're going to hand it off to Fountain again. He's going to get a couple more yards.
Fountain with the carry.
Fountain looks to be pretty quick. Understand why they have him over a defensive back. He's going to be subbed out though, and star player for the Tigers here, Witherspoon's going to come back in here to play. They're running trips again. Ran trips towards the end of this first half, and they've been running trips here in the second half as well. They've been switching it up a lot with the formation on offense.
They have lots of really athletic players on this Mount Vernon offense, and they're just using it for their advantage. But as it appears, this Rabbit offense is just putting out more.
Sure. That handoff to Witherspoon was met in the backfield by C.J. Whaley, T.J. Rainey, and I believe Hagan Lloyd. They're going to sub Fountain in. Three receivers to the left, one to the right. Still have that trips look. It's going to be 4th and short here. They got their speed back in, hoping to. Looks like they might hand it off here and get a first down. And nope, they'll call a timeout here. 4th and manageable. It's definitely very manageable. I think it's about 4th and maybe half a yard. And so you could really do anything here, especially with that trips look. You could throw you could have a play action and you can throw a screen into that inside receiver, or you can hand it off yourself.
You take out the middle of yourself too.
Yeah, the Tigers have been very strong on the running game so far this game.
Shout out to our defense coordinators, man. Calling all of these fast just adjustments to our defense, and it's really been working.
Shout out to our defensive coordinator. That's Mr. Chris Whaley.
Michaela Collins, Bree McConnell, Reagan Thompson, Hannah Russell.
Yeah, I believe we have a great coaching staff here in Atlanta for sure.
Really do.
We have some new players that are making an impact, and we also have some very experienced players, along with our athletic director, Tyler Morgan. We have some very experienced coaches. Very, very advanced coaching staff. I believe they ran some Wildcat here. I think that was number 13, Wesley Salinas. He took it for himself, and that's going to be a first down. Knocking on the door to the Rabbits end zone here. About a couple yards away from the red zone as well.
Looking to really prophesize on this drive here.
It's
something they need.
Got Bryson Fountain out at the running back, 3 receivers to the right. They're going to hand it off to him.
Fountain on the carry. Bouncing off the tackle.
Makes a couple moves around, and he gets it brought inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7 in the red zone.
Appears to be a pickup of about 4 yards on that play. Really something that Mount Vernon offense needed.
Mount Vernon slowly but surely drove the ball down the field. Took about 4 minutes off the clock here.
And 7.
The clock is still running. Play clock down to 20 seconds.
It's about what you want to do in situations like this, though, is run that clock down and push it to what you can, so you can take away from their other opportunities.
Yeah, they're able to do what they want here as well, because they've been getting first down after first down, especially on that running game. So they can just chew off some clock here and then just walk into the end zone.
And it's really looking here that penalty against the Rabbits just kind of punishing him.
And about 3.
3rd and short here at the 5-yard line.
Appears to be a stack on the left side.
And Atlanta's going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And Atlanta all out of timeouts for this whole half. Used up all 3 timeouts, just 8 minutes, like less than 8 minutes into the half. So
really hoping that doesn't come back to bite them in the butt later this half.
As long as you keep that 2-possession lead and you keep on answering back what Mount Vernon's given you, I think they should be fine. But in a close scenario game, Mount Vernon still has 2 timeouts and Rabbits have 0. So over time management in these close scenario games, I really feel like Mount Vernon will definitely have the edge here if they don't also call their 2 timeouts. So we're looking at about a 3rd and short at about the 5-yard line. Again, very manageable for like the running game that they've been having. Wouldn't be surprised if they take a shot at the end zone too. I think it's been solely the run game. I don't think they've thrown a single pass so far this game.
I don't think they've thrown one this half for sure.
Haven't thrown one this half at all. It's only been their first drive. Witherspoon's going to take it for himself, and he's going to walk into the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown for the Mount Vernon Tigers, and they immediately answer back.
And it's just been run on this Atlanta defense, and I mean, you can kind of tell them starting to weather down a little bit.
Yep, that defense is starting to feel a little bit of fatigue. Kind of surprising because this is usually when this team picks it up. Picked it up on offense for sure, but so is Mount Vernon as they answer back. That PAT is going to be up and right through the uprights. It is good.
As PAT was by number 15, Victor Parka, I believe is how you pronounce his name.
And yeah, the Rabbits will still be up 7, but Mount Vernon answers back from Atlanta's second half score. Atlanta down 22-15, 4 minutes and 19 seconds left on the 3rd quarter, and we're going to go to a short commercial break here.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Before this kickoff starts, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Dylan Thompson Wealth Management, GI Guys at TMCA, Red River Lumber, Price Hardware, and the Downtown Merchants Association. And don't forget to shop local. Again, Mount Vernon just scored. They're going to kick it right back off to the Rabbits. 4 minutes and 19 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. That kick is up and good. Returner's going to be Caden Linwood. He's going to take it at about the 5. And he slips and fumbles. Looks like the Rabbits might have picked it back up. That ball was recovered. I think Caden Linwood recovered his own fumble.
He did.
That was dangerous. That would have been disastrous if Mount Vernon would have picked up that ball here.
That's the kind of plays that you cannot be having on a football game that's within 1 possession.
Definitely not.
Looking at it here, I mean, both of these teams are really loving this wildcat formation.
That's a bummer also because that looked like it was going to be a pretty good return. He had a hole out in the middle. He could have gotten some yardage out of that. Looks like they're going to try to run the speed option here. CJ Whaley at the Wildcat. He's going to take it for himself. Tried to run the read option. And he's going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a gain of, no, he was right at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 2nd down and 10 at the 29.
It's appeared as this game has gone on that their speed options have started working slightly less.
Haven't ran the speed option a lot today. They've ran more with Jaden Riley as the ball carrier. Not really a lot of Wildcats so far. Only play where I've really seen them execute the speed option was that 2-point conversion they had on their first score. Or on their second score. They're going to hand it off to Jaden again. Fake jet sweep to DeAndre, who went in motion. Jaden Riley's going to pick up a couple extra yards.
Always good when you get a consistent ball carrier who can get those consistent amount of yards every play.
on the tackle.
Like we said, Thompson, the freshman, really showing super bright glances throughout all of these plays tonight.
Looks like a very experienced quarterback. Looks like he's been doing this for years, and he's only a freshman. Jaden Riley's going to be stuffed in the backfield, and that's going to be a loss. And
Jaden Riley is stopped behind the...
they're looking at a 3-and-out here, and Rabbits are going to send out their punt team.
That's not what this Rabbits team was looking to see.
That's definitely not what you want.
Donnie Blunt, number 5, will drop back to receive the punt
Here
of
goes the punt team.
C.J.
C.J. Whaley is back to punt.
We saw a glimpse of C.J. Whaley using his arm tonight, which is something you don't normally see from this Rabbits offense.
I felt like a pretty good ball, too, to DeAndre Simmons. Like that punt was almost blocked, and it's going to take an unlucky bounce at about the 41-yard line. Again, Mount Vernon is going to start in pretty dangerous field position here at the 41-yard line.
Mount Vernon's going to be looking to get across that 50-yard line really fast here.
Yep, probably just going to continue with the running game. I mean, it's been working, so why not just continue to do it? Dawson Witherspoon, and also using their defensive back, Bryson Fountain. They've been making some moves and cuts and making these 5 or 6 yards a carry, and it's been working. And again, like with the running game, if you get 3 yards a carry, that's a first down every single time.
Like I said, it's these consistent runners that you're looking for, man. The people that can get you those consistent yards, and that can make a world of change to these games.
I hand it off to Witherspoon. Not going to get much this time. It's going to be about a gain of 1. It's going to be second down and 9.
Number 18 on the stop. Gain of about a yard. Bring up second down and 9.
Second down and 9. They're going to hand it off to Witherspoon again. He gets to the outside, and he gets a 3.
Witherspoon on the carry once again.
Close to about midfield. It's going to be a 3rd and manageable.
Appears to be about a 6-yard gain there, and I mean, like I stated a while ago, they're going to be looking to get across that 50-yard line as soon as they can.
Knocking on the door into getting into Rabbits territory. 3rd down and 4 here. Still very manageable and good field position to where you could get a couple yards and then get that first down version on 4th down. The running trips, again, they have that same look. Witherspoon in the backfield. Defense, I'd have a heads up because they're most likely going to try to hand it off to Witherspoon here. He's back in coverage. They're going to hand it off, and he's going to be met by Cam Williams. What a tackle.
Insane play. Williams, this is his 3rd year as a varsity. He was as a varsity player on that D-line, and man, he is one of their most versatile players on defense.
And from the snap, he busted through the defensive line and met him before he even got the ball.
That's the kind of play you look to see on defensive plays like this.
And it looks like they're going to let the quarter run down, and so this will probably be the end to your 3rd quarter here. Rabbits up 7, 22-15 here. And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Starting off the 4th quarter, been a pretty close game so far. Rabbits only down by 1 possession, down by 7 points. Or Rabbits up by 7 points, sorry. 22-15. And we'll take a short commercial break.
Undetected vision issues can lead to difficulties in school, hinder social interactions, and even affect their self-esteem. The good news is that there's a simple solution: regular eye checkups for your child. If a vision issue is identified, corrective measures like glasses or contact lenses can make a world of difference.
Cobblestone, open for 14 years but now in a new location, where you can find fashionable ladies' clothes.
And we are back. This is the start of the fourth quarter here. Atlanta forces a 3 and out, or no, they got one first down, sorry. High and deep. Jaden Riley's going to try to return this here. He gets across the 20-yard line. He's just going to go out of bounds at the 19. Flag is thrown on the play. Looks like Caden Linwood looked like he was down. Looks like he's fine. Jaden just takes it and runs out of bounds at about the 19. There's a flag on the play, though. Not sure who it's going to be again. Play by the Rapids defense to further get Mount Vernon from scoring any more points. Atlanta back up with a one-possession lead.
Atlanta really looking to go down and score on this drive, bring that two-possession lead that they had going into the second half, and hopefully even extend it further.
And it looks like maybe the flag was off of body language on the side, sidelines. So it looks like that's going to be against the Rapids.
Not what you're looking to see off of a punt return like that.
Yep, and they're going to push him back. Not sure, might have been a holding call or something like that. I think it might have been holding as they push him 10 yards back, and they begin at the 9.
Not the starting field position you want on something like this.
Marshawn Woodbury directly behind Braden Thompson. They're going to give it to him. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a gain or 2. That's going to be second down and 8.
Out to the 12-yard line, Cordell Carroll on the stop. Second down and 8 for the Rapids.
Second down and 8 at about the 12-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They're going to try to throw a screen to Jaden Riley. Fake jet sweep to C.J. Whaley. Breaks a tackle. And they're pushing the pile here. And they blew it dead. He's going to be at about the 15-yard line. And it's going to be about 3rd and 4. So again, another 3rd and manageable for the Rapids. It's going to be 3rd and 5, sorry. Another okay drive right now. It's about 3rd and pretty manageable.
That pass appeared to be high and right, and it just threw Riley off balance after that jump.
Tigers' defensive line is stuffing the run right now pretty much. C.J. Whaley lined up at the line of scrimmage. Easton Patterson on an island. Caden Riley at the slot. They're going to send him in motion. Braden Thompson's going to drop back to pass. It's complete to C.J. Whaley. He makes a couple guys miss. He's going to try to get outside. Makes another man miss. Broke a couple tackles. And he's still going to be met in the backfield for a loss. And the Rapids are going to punt it away again.
Attempts to make it a good decision to try to cut across the field just doesn't pan out for what he wants.
Looked like he could have beat that secondary defender on the outside. We tried to just cut it inside. Good moves by C.J. Whaley, but just unfortunate outcome.
Whaley has the speed. I just believe it was not the situation he needed.
Second guessing myself. That defender who I said maybe could beat outside was Bryson Fountain, and he looks like a pretty quick off the line. That punt is going to take a roll, and they're going to try to return it, and he gets met by number 4, Casey Linwood.
Really good play.
Down at the 40-yard line.
Way of this punt team to just be there when the ball lands and just be ready.
And we've been dogs on special teams before. There's never really been a problem with our special teams.
Which comes back. Shout out to our special teams coordinator, Coach Matt, Coach John McDonald. That man is probably one of the favorites between people on and off the football team. He brings energy every day, and I know he brings that energy to this.
That's our energy. That's definitely the energy coach that the Rabbits have for sure. He's always the one getting hype on the sidelines.
I'm sure you can see him down there right now, walking down by the ref, backwards hat and all. And man, he is one heck of a coach.
Yeah, he's something else for sure. Mount Vernon offense take over at about the 38-yard line. He's going to throw a screen pass to number 5, Donnie Blunt, and he's going to get outside for a couple of yards.
Looks to be a pick of about 3 yards on that play.
Good execution play from K. George to Donnie Blunt.
Forced out of bounds by DeAndre.
Second down and 7.
After a gain of about 3.
9 minutes and 13 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. He's going to hand it off to Witherspoon. He breaks a tackle, but still doesn't get any yardage as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and mid here. Not sure if they want to try to throw a pass, comeback route that they've been doing for pass coverage, or for pass, or if they just want to hand it off to Witherspoon again. He's going to drop back to pass. He's got a man deep and broken up. That looked to be
number 1, Jaden Riley.
Yep, Jaden Riley in on defense. Went down hard. He looks to be okay, and that'll be 4th down and another 3 and out.
Pass was intended for number 13, Wesley Salinas. Both were slow to get up. You hate to see plays like that, but at the same time, you love to see the defense working.
Looks like Jaden Riley shook it off. Did the box celebration, and he's going to be back to punt. He's going to be back to return the punt.
I believe their punter is number 6, Ryder Bowers.
Been okay for the punt. Nothing wrong with him. That's going to be towards the left side. That takes an unlucky bounce, and that's going to bounce forward. And that's going to be at about the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Could have been an insanely good punt from Ryder Bowers if it just would have got the correct roll he wanted.
Did not take that Tiger bounce for sure. And the Rabbits offense is going to take over here at the 25-yard line.
Looking about 8.5 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Rabbits are still up by 1 score.
Here come your Rabbits offense. Like we got some movement on the offensive line, and they'll back them up 5.
Unlucky for this Rabbits offense.
Rabbits kind of slowing down after that first drive, and penalties are starting to. Definitely not a penalty that you want, and guess they're calling that offsides. Then they're gonna move the marker from the.
Possible offset
from the 20 to the 30. And it's going to be a 1st and 5. Easton Patterson on an island. CJ Whaley lined up at the tight end. Jaden Riley at Wildcat. No, it was Braden Thompson under center.
Mount Vernon coach appears to be having some words with this official.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Booster Club would like to thank the following sponsors. You see their signs down on the track. ABC Auto, Ageless Perfection Beauty Bar, Bob's Printing, Bronson Bar.
Got a little bit of delay going on. Looks like Mount Vernon took the time. Looks like he's pretty frustrated, Coach.
Is Clark Agency.
Same formation. They're going to hand it off to Jaden Riley, and he's going to get outside, and he's got some room to run. He's at the 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. and gets tackled out of bounds and about the inside the 25-yard line.
Really good run from Riley there. Way to monitor the holes he has on that offensive line and take the one he needed to get that big play.
And we're not surprised at all by the speed from Jaden Riley, as they just went from their own 20. They just went from their own 30-yard line to the Tiger 22.
Blocking from the O-line there was immaculate when it came down to what they need to do. And he just beat the guy on the outside.
Looked to be about a 40-yard carry, about almost a 48-yard rushing.
Jaden Riley with the carry.
Marshawn Woodbury is going to be subbed in at the running back now. That attempt on first down.
Here's Jaden Riley a rest here.
Opposite outcome of that previous play. He's met at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10.
That was the kind of play this Rabbit offense is looking for. Keep that mentality going, especially with a couple of the 3-and-outs they've had recently.
Jaden Riley, or no, that's Easton Patterson, never mind. Braden's going to scramble out, pocket collapse, and he just makes the smart decision and throws it away. There's going to be a flag. And that didn't look like intentional grounding. He looked like he got out of the pocket. That would
unhappy reaction from fullback Lynn McKinney there.
And they're going to call it for an intentional grounding, and that's disastrous. Is that's going to be a sack, and that's going to be all the way. That's going to be at the 40-yard line. It's going to be, yeah, they're going to push them all the way back. It's going to be 3rd and forever.
Rabbits are going to have to go for a deep ball here.
That is not good.
Rabbits had great field position previously.
Did it?
And calls like that can just be disastrous towards this game.
And that didn't look like he was in the pocket. He looked well out of the pocket for sure. It's about 15, 20 yards back. He looked like he was outside of that inside hash. But they're going to call it. 3rd and forever here at about the 39. He's going to take the deep ball shot to DeAndre Simmons, and just went through the hands and out of bounds.
Look at the way that intentional grounding rule works. He did not make it past one of the sticks. Came behind, causing the play call there.
Mistake on my part. Simmons looks a little frustrated. Kind of wanted a call on that one. It's going to be 4th down, and that absolutely ruined their drive here.
Whaley with a really good chance to just put them far back in their own territory.
Just killer on offense, and that's a bottled snap. And CJ's going to try to return this here, and he's going to be knocked down past midfield.
Well, he had time to get the punt off still, but he didn't take his opportunity and decided to try to tuck and run.
Probably panicked off that snap, a pretty bad decision, and Mount Vernon takes over in Rabbit territory on the 49. Not good for the Rabbits, definitely.
The Rabbits have just seemed to have a bunch of string of unfortunate plays here. Rabbit defense taking the field. Have looked really good tonight, minus some just unfortunate plays that came against them.
Hand it off to Witherspoon. He's going to be met up for about a gain of 2 yards. 2nd down and 8. Tackle made by a horde of rabbits, or a fluffle of rabbits.
Great use of vocabulary there, Landry.
Fun fact, a group of rabbits is called a fluffle.
That's your homecoming Rabbit factor today there.
They're going to throw a screen pass to Donnie Blunt, and he's going to be taken down right where he caught it. It's going to be 3rd down and 9. Both defenses kind of taken over for this game. Besides the first 2 drives of the second half.
Kind of went the same way in the first half. The first half, both of their drives had scores, and then it was just defensive play from the rest from that point on.
So you're guessing offensive side, it should pick up towards the end of this game.
We're really hoping it does, Landry. Really hoping it does.
It's going to be about a 3rd and mid here, 3rd and 9. Not very manageable. Witherspoon's going to take it in the Wildcat. He's going to take it for himself. And he gets a big chunk of yardage, and they're going to spot him at the 1st down. And good drawn up play by Dawson Witherspoon.
The Tigers appear to be in a hurry up offense here.
Yep, Witherspoon at the Wildcat again. He's going to push on that defensive line. Not as much this time. He's going to be caught for about a gain of 2.
Gains a yard, brings up 2nd down and 9.
Tigers looking for their play call here. Still appear to be in a Wildcat formation. We have number 5, Donnie Blunt, in that quarterback spot.
Running for Wildcat this time. He's going to take it out on the outside. Ran loose just a little bit, and it's going to be another 3rd down. This time it's more manageable. 3rd down and inches here. This time it's going to be number 13, Wesley Salinas at Wildcat. Quarterback lined out in a wideout.
They still appear to be going through their options in this Wildcat formation. We know what's coming. We just got to prepare for it.
And he didn't get there.
The Rapid defense did exactly what they need to do there.
He's thrown to the ground by C.J. Whaley, DeAndre Simmons, and Ian Riojas.
Defense made the adjustments they needed to right there. They saw the opposing player lined up in a spot other than where he normally does.
So loss of 2 there, so now loss of 3, and now it's 4th and not very manageable now. Witherspoon is back at Wildcat. They're going to go for it. Rabbits defense heads up because most likely he's just going to take this and run. And he is way more than capable of getting the 1st down.
Going to be number 12, Braden Baker on an island with Wesley Salinas and Donnie Blunt on the other side.
And the Tigers are going to take a timeout here. Try to think things through if they really need to go for it. They're in really good field position, and they're a good ways into Rabbits territory. So going for it and not converting wouldn't be too bad because the Rabbits would technically take over inside that 40 to 30, in their own 30 to 40 range. And the defense so far has been forcing a 3 and out.
Rabbits still looking to get the ball back. .348 left in this game. Man, has been a game.
Now also putting the clock into consideration here. Mount Vernon with 1 timeout left, less than 4 minutes left to play in the game. I think like the smart choice here would be to go for it. Witherspoon at the Wildcat, same formation before they called the timeout. He's going to take it. He's pushing the pile, and he's going to get the 1st down and more.
Witherspoon looking to get a pickup of nearly 25 or 30 on that play.
Wow. What a play call. They're going to run that same formation again. Witherspoon at the Wildcat. There's a flag on the play. They're blowing it dead. It's against the offense. might be an offset penalty or maybe a false start. They blew it before they even got into formation.
You were just talking about trying to hook up with one of these young ladies.
Pretty long drive for the Tigers offense. Defense has been on the field for quite a while. Don't know if that'll take a toll on them or not for this final impacts or for the final plays of this game. Witherspoon at the Wildcat again. And he's going to take it for himself once again.
Mount Vernon offense still utilizing.
It's about at the first down marker, gain of 5, second down and 10.
Shout out to our band and cheerleaders down there, really getting into it and getting hype.
They're doing their usual fourth quarter ordeals. Hands it off to Witherspoon again. They've done this the entire second half. They blow it dead. He doesn't get a lot, maybe gets about 2 or 3.
Every yard matters in a game like this.
You're exactly right. He gets a gain of 3 yards here. 3rd and 7. A little bit outside that 3rd and manageable zone. I'm pretty sure they're just going to do what they've been doing. Wear down the defense. Witherspoon's at the Wildcat. He's going to most likely going to take it for himself again here. Could try to throw him off with a screen pass, though, or a pass play. And nope, he's going to take it right for himself. And he gets tackled down, maybe about a gain of 2 or 3 again. And it is. It's going to be 4th down once again. That'll lead us to the 2-minute warning. Atlanta up by 1 possession by 7 points, 22-15. At this point, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Dylan Thompson Wealth Management, the iGuys of TXK, Red River Lumber, Price Hardware, and the Downtown Merchants Association. And don't forget to shop local.
Man, what a game this has been. Lots of back and forths.
What a game.
Not what it is predicted to be by Mr. 305.
Definitely not. Rabbits were favored by 25 points, and so far into the 2-minute warning, it is a 7-point game.
We're looking to build some momentum here, actually.
Hey, when they break the huddle, be ready.
Hopefully get something going on defense, stop them here in the red zone.
Definitely been a game so far.
This is some of the games you look for when it comes to homecoming, the excitement. Seems almost blowout homecoming games just aren't as enjoyable to relish in the win.
Oh, yeah. 4th down and 4. Witherspoon at the Wildcat again. He's going to take it for himself. He's got blockers. And he'll fall down, and he's not going to get it.
It's going to be really close there.
It's going to be short. It looks like to be just short. His elbow went down, looked to be at the 10. And that's going to be a turnover on downs here. Atlanta is going to take back over with a minute and 56 seconds left on the clock. And what a stop by this Rabbits defense.
That's one of those big deciding factors in a game like this, and within a 2-minute drill situation, and that getting called against you. Mount Vernon coach having more words for these officials.
And the officials make it official. They point his hand down Atlanta's ball. And the offense will take over.
With 156.
That's the thing this Atlanta team really needed tonight to just maintain this lead. Now they just need to work downfield, run the clock off, and get this game over with.
Snap to Brenton. He's going to hand it off to Jaden Riley, and he's got to the outside. Shoestring tackle by number 6, Ryder Bowers. Also the punter for the Lions squad.
We've seen him at running back a couple times tonight too. Not much though. That's been dominated by Witherspoon, as we've been able to tell. Interested to see what the stats are in some of these players.
Oh yeah, Witherspoon and a number of other players and have the quarterback and the running back spot.
Interested for some of these Atlanta stats too.
Like to see how many all-purpose yards Jaden Riley has right now.
Whaley too. Whaley has had a lot of good plays too.
Hand it off to Jaden Riley again. Tried to get outside and is met right at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be another third and 8.
The Rabbits really need to make something happen here. You cannot have a turnover of downs this far back in your own time.
Clock ticks to about under a minute, so they're doing good wasting time off the clock. And the Tigers will use their third and final timeout. So if they get the first down here, I think that'll be your game. All they got to do is kneel it a couple times, and that'll be it.
Much closer than last year's game. A really good Mount Vernon team, it appears, this year. Man. Really stepped up their game from last year. The Rabbits playing really well this year too.
Rabbits offense for the third down. Jaden Riley lined up right behind Braden Thompson. Easton Patterson on a wideout. He's going to hand it off to Jaden Riley, and he gets caught down at the 11-yard line, and that's another loss. 4th down and 10. Here comes the punt team. Time does trickle down the clock, so Mount Vernon will not have a lot of time to try to get a score here.
Rabbits taking their time getting their punt team on the field.
If I was them, I'd probably run the play clock down, but I'd also be in risk of blocking the punt. They're going to be able to run a lot of clock down. And it
seems like they might just kneel it out.
They might just go for it here.
Got to be careful of the delay of game.
And yeah, they're just going to go to the delay of game. It's just going to back them up 5 yards. And there's 9 seconds left on the clock. Rabbits are going to try to punt it away here if they get it off. Mount Vernon offense is probably going to just have time for about 1 or 2 plays. 2 plays, they just probably get a quick completion over the middle for about a 10 or 15-yard game, and then just try to throw a Hail Mary down the field, and that's pretty much your only chances you got so far.
Really smart clock management from this Rabbits coaching staff.
That's exactly what I was going to say, and did a great job just running out the clock, and just 9 seconds left to go in this game with the Rabbits up by 7.
Even if Mount Vernon were to score, they'd have to rely on that 2-point conversion to fully win them the game.
They do have a kicker that can kick a PAT, though. We're going to give it to Jaden Riley, and he's going to go into the back of the end zone for a safety, and he runs down 5 more seconds off the clock. And they'll take the safety.
No matter the situation, the Rabbits are going to get the ball back on this drive.
So the Tigers get a safety here, and they're going to kick it back to the Tigers. They run a little more clock down. I think what they're going to try to do on the kickoff is try to squib kick it and have some more. They're going to try to run out the clock on this kickoff here.
Score now, the Rabbits 22, Tigers 17.
Rabbits with a 5-point lead. 4 seconds left on the clock.
Rabbits, they elect to kick off the tee from the 20-yard line.
The only chance the Tigers really have here is a return to go all the way. And with how good this special teams is, it's going to be really hard for that to happen.
Kicks it off, and it's going to be a squib kick. Number 12, Braden Baker, is just going to go down with it.
Smart play by Braden Baker on that one. To just go down on the ball and not run any of that time down.
With 4 seconds.
So they have 4 seconds. They have time for about one play to try to throw a Hail Mary into the end zone. They need a touchdown and a PAT attempt to tie it, or they can go for 2 to win it.
Down to this final play here. See number 7, Cade George, or QB1 coming in, which is hard to say. They have the QB1 when it comes down to how much Wildcat they run.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Should be the final play of the game.
Clock is down.
He's going to step up, and that's going to be batted down by DeAndre Simmons, and that'll be your game, folks. Atlanta 22, Mount Vernon 17. Atlanta jumps up to a 3-1 record, and Mount Vernon falls to 2-2. Great game today.
Great win to have on a homecoming night.
Excellent, great execution by the Rabbits. Fired on all cylinders on offense, defense, everything, and overall just an amazing game played by both teams. And we're just going to go ahead and end this live here. Once again, you are watching Rabbit TV featuring the Atlanta Rabbits versus the Mount Vernon Tigers. We're your hosts, Landry Blythe.
And Brent Tolbert.
And this is Rabbit TV signing off.